Good morning, everybody. Today I want to read a couple verses. Both are in John. First one is John 20, verse 30, and then the second one will be John 21, verse 25. So I'm going to go ahead and read them. Therefore, many other signs Jesus also performed in the presence of the disciples, which are not written in this book. But these have been written so that you may believe that Jesus is in Christ, the Son of God, and that believing you may have life in His name. And then the other one, this is 21-25. And these are also many, and there are also many other things which Jesus did, which if they were written in detail, I suppose that even the world itself would not contain the books that would be written. So, what John is, I believe is what he's referring to, is that Jesus, after his resurrection, showed himself to the disciples, and to help the disciples believe, he performed acts of miracles. One of the main ones, which is just right before verse 30 in chapter 20, was that Jesus came to meet up with disciples when Thomas was actually finally with them, and he came through the door. The door was closed. He just entered through the door without even opening the door, and the whole purpose was so that Jesus could allow Thomas to feel the hole in his side from where the Roman centurion, speared him while he was on the cross, and so that he can actually see and feel the holes in his hands or wrists. That way Thomas would go from doubting to believing. And there are certain things that God had inspired John to share so that it helps us believe in Jesus Christ and the things that he did. But Jesus obviously did way more than what any of us could possibly imagine. And I think that's why John put these two verses in there, is to re-edify that there is so much more that Jesus can do for us, that it's words and books can't contain it. I mean, this was back in their time. Could you imagine everything that Jesus has done for us and individuals since then? I mean, we're only getting like life, eternity, life on earth is like this much, and the Bible shares with us quite a bit of things that Jesus did, but Jesus did so much that even John said if everything that he had done was written down to detail, there wouldn't be enough books in the world to contain everything that he did. So, I mean, I can't even fathom all the miracles and all the signs and that Jesus performed, all the healings that Jesus did that are not mentioned in the Bible. I mean, it's just mind-blowing to me. So, and this is, I guess the only inspiration I'm trying to push across this is that Jesus does far more than what we could ever imagine and what we will ever see, because we can only see what we see in front of us. So the ones that we do read about and are written, like Thomas, it helps us. They're there to help us believe, but we have to realize that Jesus did so much more for people, for his disciples, for the world, than what the Gospels can contain, what any book can contain. So, to me, it just seemed like a little bit of a reality check that, I'm just a simple guy. Jesus did so much more than I could possibly know or possibly imagine. So much that, to record every single thing he did would be an impossible task. So anyways, just kind of a off the beat subject, just kind of struck me that I wanted to share with y'all today. So God bless y'all, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.